Hello everyone and welcome to another YouTube video. Today we will be clearing floor 1 of the new Ratatoskr Demonic beast. This video will give you all the information you will need to know in order to defeat the beast with relative ease. Alright, let's go over the gear sets used. For Meliodas, he is going to be the main DPS for the team. So he's on attack defense. I find that when he's on attack crit, he doesn't tank as well during floor 3. So I use attack defense to ensure that when we do get to floor 3, he doesn't get one shot during the last phase. For LR Liz, she will be our main damage taker. And in order for her to be targeted, she is on HP defense, with the middle pieces having resistance rolls and recovery rate rolls on the bottom 2 pieces. This should ensure that she has the least HP and will be targeted by the beast. For LR Gloxinia, she is on a HP crit resistance gear with crit resistance rolls on the center pieces. And lastly, the new Blue Valenti is also on HP crit resistance as well, with the crit resistance rolls on the center pieces. For the links, choose your highest CC characters. However, LR Liz needs Red Tarmiel link, and the other goddesses' graces will give a decent boost to your team's damage overall. For the card set, I'm using the Demonic Beast basic stat increase up to 10% when fully maxed out. Now on to floor 1 of the beast. The main gimmick is for floor 1, you must move the boss to a different stump for each turn that passes. You move the boss by using one of the debuff cards. The shock card from Valenti will move him to the left stump. The bleed card from Gloxinia will move him to the right stump. And the poison card from Valenti will move him to the center stump. Valenti's passive makes it so once you use her AoE card or her ultimate, she will apply poison to the demonic beast. During each turn, ensure that you use melee cards to deal damage to the beast. For this phase, ensure that you save the Liz buff removal card. This will be needed for phase 2. Another important note that will apply to all floors of this demonic beast is going to be the cycling of Elizabeth's ultimate. Once you use a card from Elizabeth, you get 1 ult gauge, and so once you use her ultimate, which gives her 2 ult gauge, and you use another card, you will get back her ult that same turn. This is very important as this boss can do a lot of damage, so having that ult on demand every turn is very important to completing this boss and having enough HP to go into the next floors. For phase 2, the same rule applies. Move him every turn while dealing damage. In the first turn, the beast will put on an all stats decrease debuff on you. To remove this, you can move him to a different stump. Also in this phase, the boss will apply 1 buff to himself every turn, and 2 buffs to himself when you use an AoE skill. This is where Liz's buff removal comes in, because if the boss gets 5 buffs stacked, he will do a lot of damage and kill your team almost instantaneously. In phase 3, this is where we're introduced to the demonic beast passives, and it is my recommendation that you select the passive where he ignores 40% of enemy defense when using skills, as opposed to the other passive where it increases his crit chance and crit damage. Later on in the run, this will greatly affect it in 4-3, where he will start one-shotting your characters. Okay, now on for the gimmick. For phase 3, ensure to enter this phase with a bleed, shock, and Valenti's ultimate for the poison. This phase puts a large damage reduction on the beast, and to remove it, you must move him onto all 3 stumps first. So it is wise to not use your DPS cards until you have removed the damage reduction. The order in which you use the debuff cards in this phase is also important, as the left and right stumps have conditions on them. When the beast is on the right stump, he will evade melee attacks, and when he's on the left stump, he will evade ranged attacks. My preferred order to do this phase is to use the bleed card first to move him to the right stump. Here you can use Valenti's shock card since it is a ranged attack, and this will move him to the right stump. And lastly, the Valenti ult will move him back to the center. There you can now use your DPS cards, as the damage reduction is now decreased, it is gone, and the beast now has decreased HP, decreased defense, and decreased attack. And that's it for floor 1 of this demonic beast. If there are any questions, you can leave them below in the comment section and I will try to get to them. And floor 2 video will be coming out shortly.